Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All on Me, the morning drinking show. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, motherfuckers. We getting it started today. Another day. It's another fucking beautiful day. Sunday fun day. Holiday weekend. Most of y'all motherfuckers celebrating Independence Day, but you ain't independent. Let's get honest today. We starting off right. We talking about honesty. Are you truly independent? Are you independent minded? Are you independent financial independence? Do you got any level of independence? Are you a free thinker? Right? Or the only way that you can exist is you got to plug into the news, plug into the talking heads, align yourself with politics and social issues and memes and all this bullshit, man. Interconnectedness, codependence, right? There was a big fucking war called the Revolutionary War. These motherfuckers fought for freedom, fought for independence, right? To be independent, to be free thinking, right? The pursuit of happiness, right? To get away from the fucking monarchy, the bullshit, motherfuckers, the bullshit. But we just allowed it come right back in our lives, in our world. I'm Greg. I'm your host, giving you a daily dose of fucking truth. Daily dose of telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I get it. No one wants to hear what they need to hear. We want to hear the good shit. We want to be told how fucking beautiful and handsome and sexy we are and how much we adore you and how amazing you are and how proud I am of you. We want to be told all these fucking good things, right? We do. But are you telling yourself those things? That's how I start every one of my fucking mornings. I just had someone hit me up. They're asking me, can you tell me more about the mindfulness, right? Number one right here, mindfulness to start every fucking day, right? Every fucking day. No exceptions. That's one area. No fucking exceptions. I don't hit the gym every day. Fitness, I do not hit the gym every day. I stick to plant-based, but I don't always eat fucking my desired healthy diet every day. I fucking eat some of them snacks and that junk food every once in a while too, right? I don't get the personal development every day. I'm not always making a difference, but again, the reason why this program hits on all of these aspects is because this is what keeps my cup full, right? A perfect day, I'm going to hit all of them. I'm going to get the mindfulness in. I'm going to hit in the gym. I might even get an afternoon hike, right? I'm going to get my nutrition just right. I'm going to even listen to a book or do something for some personal development to give me more skills, more information, more knowledge to make a bigger impact in this world so that when I go to make a difference, it's coming fucking hard, motherfuckers. It's coming hard. And that's what keeps my cup full. That's how I leave yesterday, right? And I can start fresh each and every day. Fresh fucking slate. Clean slate, motherfuckers. Regardless of what happened. Yeah, there's probably some residual from yesterday. Do you understand that? The things you did or the things you didn't do, right? They still play out into today, right? But here's the thing. You want to leave the emotions of yesterday behind, right? If you had an emotionally challenging, stressful, difficult, overwhelming day yesterday, you want to leave that behind. And you give yourself an opportunity to start fresh each and every fucking day, right? But most of us, we don't get it. We don't get ourselves. And I don't blame you, right? Trust me, I figured this shit out the fucking long, hard way, motherfuckers. The long, hard way. And I'm trying to come at you to give you guys not even a cheat sheet, right? Because there ain't no cheating in the fucking game of life. You can't cheat yourself. So a lot of you do. But I'm trying to give you guys a faster track. Faster, not the fast track. There ain't nothing instant and spontaneous about this. But it's a faster track than the 10-year journey I've been on. Marching to what? July 22nd, 22. That's my 10-year fucking anniversary putting down alcohol. Breaking up with alcohol once and for all and never looking back. There's been a few times I've had glances, but you know how fucking quick I'd go back down? I'd land up dead or fucking in jail, guaranteed, man. It'd be quick if I start drinking just a little bit, lying to myself. Oh, I'm good. I can have a couple brewskis. I can drink a little bit. Fuck that shit, man. I'm done. I'm done, motherfuckers. But some of y'all just keep suffering, right? Some of y'all, you just that's your go-to, right? You're stressed out. You feel less than your best. You feel like shit, right? You really fucking are hard on yourselves. I know that was the cause of so much of my fucking codependency with alcohol. We talk about independence. I was very codependent with alcohol. What are you codependent with, right? You codependent with smoking weed, popping pills, doing drugs, drinking alcohol, having sex, right? Casual fucking encounters, right? What else are you codependent on? The tube, right? You codependent on watching your fucking news. Anything you do habitually, it's codependent. I mean, I could say I'm very codependent with mindfulness, but guess what? That's a healthy fucking thing. Sitting there just watching the tube, sitting on fucking social media all day, posting shit, all bullshit, posting bullshit. If it ain't about your real life, posting memes that give you a fucking, oh, this makes me feel good. I feel good about myself. I can live vicariously through the way that this meme describes me. You know, show us the meme in action through pictures of your life, things you're doing. Right? Don't just show up fucking with words, someone else's words that you feel are sentimental and that touch you in a way that makes you feel good. Just makes me feel good. You need to feel good just about being you, like just sitting there not doing shit. I had an encounter the other day, and it comes after listening to The Big Leap. It's a book I talked about, right? The Big Leap, where I was waiting in line, and I could tell, you know, I mean, we've all experienced this in this day and age, right? There's no more checkouts hardly, right? Having a live person check you out is such a fucking rarity in these stores nowadays. It's either self-checkout or fuck, man, the one person doing the checkout has a line down the whole fucking store. So this poor gal, man, she was overwhelmed and she was still being kind. I could tell she was a happy person, right? She was overwhelmed because there's nasty people having to wait for fucking 5 minutes to check out. We become very impatient and then we become very nasty. And that says a lot more about you motherfuckers if you're the person doing that than the person that's performing the task and trying to show up, make some money to survive in this world. We could be so fucking inconsiderate with service people, man. It sucks. We see it here in hospitality all the time. People fucking nasty about bullshit. But this lady, she was apologetic. She's, I'm so sorry for the wait, sir. And I'm like, there's nothing to be apologetic. I wasn't waiting on you. I'm just sitting here enjoying myself. And you guys don't understand that. I know you're not going to understand that, but she did. She's like, are you being sarcastic? And I was like, no, I'm being honest. She's like, oh shit, wow. Okay, that's cool. So that's very different. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not waiting on you. I appreciate you being here. Right? I'm just enjoying myself. And it was true. I was literally totally not concerned about how fast things were going or what. I was just in the presence of that moment and I was truly happy. I was blissful. I was at peace. I wasn't worried about, well, shit, this is taking too long and I'm why the fuck and just having a meltdown. And you guys have this shit. There's times I'm impatient, but I'm learning. It's growing. It's really being connected with myself to be like, I don't need to be in a rush. I can sit here and just be like, I really enjoy this moment. It's a beautiful moment to be alive. I have an incredible life. I feel amazing, right? I'm so proud of myself for the things I've accomplished. I mean, even just looking back a year ago, man, I was in Montana, right? Got my Montana fucking cup right here. And my life couldn't be farther from different. I miss the road trips. I miss the adventures, but I was with somebody that I'm not with no more, celebrating a big day. And my life has totally changed. I'm in a new place, right? And I've been doing new things every day, right? Really getting on here every morning, expressing to you guys my passion and my desire to try and share with you this program. This shit that goes across the screen day in and day out. You guys, some of you probably again fucking just, you're oblivious to it and you don't even know what it is, but you're like, what is this guy talking about? Make a difference, you know, this, that. these are the things that fill my cup up. That a day like yesterday, right? Just had like a series of events, and I was describing it to one of my front desk staffs from a leadership standpoint. And I'll try and do it here because I do think it's important, because she was able to say, hey, well, I do that too, and on a different level. And I said, you're absolutely right. And that's what prepares you, because we all go through this. It's called the highs and lows of events. So check this out. We had this series of events yesterday around this time, really. I was doing my checks around the property, and I got shown one issue where we had a plumbing issue that wasn't severe, but it's going to cause us to have to go in and do some and fix something that is going to be construction related. So I couldn't really do a whole lot with that. The rooms were rented. The rooms were rentable and functional, but we have something that needs to get fixed. Basically, hot water and cold water being flip-flop. So, okay, check. And then I go up into our brand new penthouse suite. And that room's incredible, you guys. It's probably one of the nicest rooms in Santa Fe. Outside of like some of the real high-end resorts, I mean, this suite on this property is incredible. Definitely worth looking at. Anyhow, the toilet was backed up, and it wasn't backed up with shit. It was construction related. We still have construction related issues. Something got stuck down there. It wasn't shit. So I'm like, oh, great. Fuck, man. A Saturday, a holiday weekend. I tried to plunge it out. It didn't work. And so I'm like, fuck, well, I'm going to have to, I hope I can get a plumber here, right? I mean, who the heck ain't, plumbers, electricians. I mean, these dudes are probably out there on the lakes. You guys are out there this is a holiday weekend. People don't want to work, right? But hospitality is 365, 24/7. That's definitely something I signed up for. So here I have a fucking clogged toilet. So I'm starting at a low, right? Fuck, clogged toilet. I walk out and I'm like getting ready to call the plumbers. And lo and behold, the guy that works for this company, he drives up, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, did I literally manifest you, dude? Like, I was just ready to call you guys. And he drives up, not in his van, but in his private vehicle. And he's kind of frustrated because he had got the call about the construction related shit. And I told him, hey, dude, that room works. Don't worry about that room. I have a huge favor. I got a clogged toilet in my suite, right? I think it's construction related, and I don't have the auger or whatever we need to fucking clear it. Can you take care of that? He's like, shit, well, I don't have that on me. I'm going to have to go back and get it. So again, I was at a bottom. I was like, fuck, I got to fucking get a plumber. And then he comes, and then the plumber comes up. So the low, and then there's a high. I'm like, yes, the universe. Holy shit, this dude just fucking manifested himself out of thin air, out of nowhere. And so I handed it off to him. I said, dude, don't worry about that construction stuff. We can explain that with the guests. It doesn't change the functionality of the room. We just got to show them hot water's cold, warm water, and warm water's cold water. You know the fucking drill. And he's like, all right, man, I'll take care of it. It's like, roger that. Thank you, sir. I went to hot yoga. That was fucking great, man. I love that power flow hot yoga, man. Some of you motherfuckers think you're badasses, dude. You go on one of these hot power flow fucking yoga classes. I'm literally there in just shorts, right? Just like athletic shorts, no shirt. I mean, it's fucking a hot, sweaty mess, man. You talk about a hot mess. That's a fucking hot, sweaty mess coming out of that, but you feel good. So I did the yoga, and then I kind of got back to the hotel, and I made the fucking assumption that everything was fucking gonna be okay. Lo and behold, I kind of get some lunch. It's getting into the afternoon, and I start making the rounds again. I was just checking in. I walk up to the suite, and fucking three of my housekeepers are looking at me, and they're like, hey, the toilet's still clogged. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the toilet still clogged? And they're like, I don't know. And I was like, didn't the plumber come back? So long story short, I guess the plumber, I don't know if he got his wires crossed, or he thought because I said don't worry about the construction shit that I didn't want to get the other shit done either. And now I'm over here like, what? So I went from, oh shit, I got a fucking clogged toilet, to, wow, this guy showed up out of nowhere, to I'm back. Oh shit, it didn't get fixed. I got a big shitty fucking problem on my hands. Well, now it's like 4, almost 5 o'clock. Guests are coming in. This is a $300 a night room. Guests are coming in and the toilet's still clogged. I'm like, holy shit. I'm trying to fucking light this dude up. No answer, no response. His company, no answer, no response. So I'm going down the list, calling other fucking plumbers. They're like, dude, we're so busy. We're so backed up. Maybe 2 days from now, we could get out there. I'm like, what? 2 days to unclog a toilet? Fuck, man. So my fucking brain's fucking spinning. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I finally find a plumber. I find someone unclog the toilet. Get the toilet unclogged, right? But in the process of there being a clogged toilet, and because it was past check-in, I asked my front desk to just let the people know that we're coming in, that the toilet's clogged, we're getting it fixed. It shouldn't disrupt their stay. But they kind of freaked out. So I get the fucking guy to get the toilet unclogged, and when I go back to the front desk, the phone rings, and guess who's there? The people that are wanting to rent the fucking suite. And she's like, you know what? You know, if there's a problem with the room, I was like, there's not a problem with the room. Oh, well, we were already looking for another place because we assumed there's gonna be a problem in the room, so we just want to cancel the fucking thing. I'm like, no. Really? So again, man, that's life. That's the wave of life. It was one example where it's like I walked in, boom, there's an issue. Then there's like the solution, right? And then I come back and the solution didn't get done. Oh, shit. So now I'm back in the fucking oh, shit mode. And then I find someone to fix it. So I'm like, yay. And then I get a call from the fucking person renting it. I don't want to rent it no more. I'm like, no. That type of up and down pattern exists in every single one of our lives. But how many of you guys truly have the awareness with yourself to see that it's a flow? It's just like any wave. It's just like the waves of the ocean, the currents, right? Radio waves, frequencies, everything moves like that. But the thing is that when you start to get in touch with yourself, grounded with yourself, and emotionally connected with yourself and how you feel given certain trigger patterns of negative fucking emotional fucking habits you got, you're able to ride that wave, right? Not the highs and lows. You can stay consistent and stay fucking just focused. Like it gets to you because I'm like, fuck, okay. Yay, I got a guy. No, I don't got it. Oh, shit. Yay, I got a guy. Oh, shit, they canceled the thing. So I get off the fucking, I get off the phone with those people. And because the toilet was cleaned and my housekeepers had already left, my front desk staff lady, right? So I just have the lady cancel the order, right? And my front desk staff, she was looking for some stuff to clean the toilet, like to clean up. Again, it wasn't a shit mess. It was like a construction, but there was still water and shit everywhere. So she hands me, I get off the phone, right? Just had my heart ripped out because this person canceled the order after I went through all this effort to get the problem solved. And the icing on the cake was my front desk staff handed me fucking the shit, the plungers and the fucking magic erasers and shit to clean the toilet with. And I'm like, fuck, man, really? Fuck it, I'll do it, right? That's that fucking attitude. I said, fuck it, hand me that shit. I'll go fucking clean the toilet. I'm gonna go clean that room up, right? Even though the room had just been canceled, right? At least in that moment, right? It gets better. So I go and I fucking go clean the room. I go clean the toilet, right? It's that humility. It's that willingness to say, fuck, I ain't better than nothing, right? Someone asked me, hey, what do you do? What do you do over here in this motel? And I said, what do I do? I do everything. I'm willing to fucking do everything. That's how you get to this level, right? You don't get to this level by saying, oh, I only want to do this and I'll only do this and I won't do that and I won't do that either and I won't do this and I'll only do this for this much time. No, I'm willing to fucking do whatever it takes to be successful. So after it, the bing bong, right? I get handed fucking shit to go clean the toilet. Perfect. Yay, me. I get to go fucking clean toilets. I did it. I did it with a smile. And guess what? When I got back to walking through the front desk, guess what I got told? Hey, they called back. They want the room, right? Boom. So we rented the fucking room. See, shit works out for you. Sometimes it happens like condensed, where that all took place from 11 to about 6 o'clock at night, right? Sometimes you guys got to be willing to ride out the waves that last for fucking a year, that last for a fucking month, that last for 6 months, right? And maintain a fucking belief in yourself in the process that, guess what? In the midst of those storms, in the midst of the highs and the lows and the highs and the lows, that you aren't fucking moved, that you can be balanced, steady, stability. Are you emotionally stable? Most of you aren't. Most of you, when shit hits the fan, and this ain't even with your own life, most of you get emotionally triggered and overwhelmed by news, by just information that doesn't directly impact your physical life. It impacts your emotional fucking well-being, your emotional state of fucking being. And here's the problem. Almost nobody I'm talking to, almost nobody that's hearing my fucking voice right now goes to therapy. Why? Why don't you go to therapy? You know you have an emotional instability. We all do. No one has a perfect plan. Very few people had healthy, secure caregivers, right? That taught us healthy, secure emotional communication and ways to process our feelings. Very few, right? People that are hearing this message are in that place. And yet, why aren't more of you willing to go and get some therapy, right? To clear your mind, to organize your thoughts, to really have someone else help you examine who you are and why you feel the way you do. What is at the root of your worry? What is at the root of your fear? What is at the root of your anxiety? What is the root of all these negative emotions, your anger, your frustration, your rage? What is the root of that? It's not because someone just pissed you off yesterday because they cut you off. There's something deeper. That is your response to getting cut off. What is the story really about, right? Do you just think, oh, that person's just rude and now I am going to hurt myself by being angry? Do you know when you become angry or when you allow for the negative emotions to take over, it's poisoning your system. Like it literally poisons your system, right? And yet we don't want to talk about this shit because this is what you need to hear. This is not what you want to hear. You want to hear everything's going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep believing in yourself. But where's the work, right? Just, trust in the Lord, go to church, say the prayers, all this shit. It's like, but where is the transformation? Where is the work to deliver the results? Because if you continue to feel the same negative emotions, every time this trigger happens throughout your life, whether it's within the course of a day, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, or whether it's the course of a week or a month or a year or a decade, you're still triggered by these things. There has been no growth. There has been no process. And what does it take for emotional growth? It takes you facing the pain. It takes you looking yourself in the mirror on the inside. Not just looking at the physical, looking to adore yourself, looking for where's your flaws. If I turn my head this way, maybe they'll see the brighter side of me. Fuck that. It's looking on the inside mirror and examining yourself and having awareness as to, hey, this negative emotion keeps fucking me up. I don't like being angry. I don't like being anxious about everything. I don't like sitting in depression for years on end. I keep showing up to church. I keep doing all these other things, but why are my emotions not aligning with the vision I have for a healthier, happier version of myself? And it's because you're not facing the emotions. You're not allowing them to be what they are and then getting to the root of it. See, every time something triggers your negative emotion, you become victim. You're the victim. Someone did you wrong. Someone hurt you. And now you're projecting your negative emotion saying it's their fault. It's not their fault. They did something that triggered something, a response inside you that is part of a program that you've been carrying around for your whole fucking life. Since the earliest time, you developed that pattern as an emotional response. And a lot of it is really survival. A lot of it, it's subconscious. We can't control it until we can. You can't control it until you can. And the way that you can is twofold. When you are in that state of feeling that the situation is happening, like yesterday, shit was going, it was just bing bong, up and down, up and down. But I stayed. Was I my best self throughout the whole thing? No. There's room to grow. I can acknowledge that. But was I a nervous wreck? No. Was I still functioning and processing and moving forward, working the problem, coming up with the best solutions I could? Absolutely. I stayed focused. I stayed, committed to saying, no matter how this works, I'm willing to accept the worst case scenario. Clogged toilet, angry guest telling them, I'm sorry, I don't have a room for you. I screwed up. We screwed up. We'll make it right. If you could come back another day, I can't. It's out of my control. I was willing to swallow that fucking big ass pill. However, prior to doing that, I was willing to exhaust every fucking thing I could to just work the process up until the person canceling the reservation, the problem being solved, and me getting handed fucking toilet brush, toilet scrubbers, fucking gloves to go and fucking scrub the inside of the toilet clean. Right? And being willing to even do that after a long fucking stressful day. And guess what? It bounced back. Boom. It gave it back. Because at that moment, I could have said, fuck that. I'm over this. The room's canceled. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go pout. I'm going to fucking do whatever. And I said, no, all right. You're giving me the lowliest job on the fucking properties to go clean a toilet. Right? I don't look down on cleaning toilets, but right, it wasn't what I had signed up for to do at that moment. But I was willing to do it. So when people ask me, what do you do? I said, I do anything. I'm willing to do whatever it fucking takes. I don't have resistance because I'm not trying to stop things. I'm saying, bring it, bring the challenges. I want to grow. And the only way to grow is to embrace the things that challenge you mentally, challenge you spiritually, challenge you emotionally, because you need to be able to become awakened in the state of distress so that you can then check in with yourself and say, what is the root cause of this feeling? What triggered this? What is it really about? Is it about this person that insulted me, cut me off, right? Rejected me? Or is it really going all the way back to when this shit happened when I was 5 years old? Right? And I'm just using this person in the present to continue the process. When you can have awakening to say, wow, okay, I'm feeling very anxious right now. And you have to acknowledge that. You have to welcome in that feeling. I'm feeling anxious. Yeah, I feel anxious. What is it about? What is going on in my life right now that would have me feeling anxious? And you got to kind of be honest with yourself. Well, shit, that fucking happened. And this happened too. And that didn't feel so good. So I mean, like 3 things happened all at once today. You know what? It's okay to feel anxious. That's a conversation that I have with myself. That's a conversation you could have with yourself. It's very vulnerable. It's okay to feel anxious. Go ahead and feel anxious, body. Let's go ahead and feel anxious. And even if that gets you to a place where you break down emotionally, right? Because you can welcome it in. You say, go ahead. Because when you try and say, I'm not going to be anxious. I'm tough. I'm bad. I'm going to go and I'm going to go get a shot. I'm going to eat some unhealthy food. I'm going to fucking go and do something that's negative for me because I don't know what to do with the emotion, right? And that's where we go to the vices. That's where we break down fucking mentally, because here's the feeling that we don't feel comfortable with. And we want anything to escape it, but that freedom is not in escaping it. The freedom is embracing. Don't escape, embrace. So you sit there and you embrace that feeling. Fuck, I'm anxious as fuck. This happened, and this. Oh, fuck. Well, there was that thing too. And all that shit's the new stuff. But I've been feeling this anxiousness is not new to me. I know it's not new to me. I feel this way every time something like that happens. So when was the first time the shit happened? And you got to go all the way back, but at least just sit there and honor the emotion in the present. You say, okay, I'm feeling anxious. These 3 things kicked in. It's okay to feel this way. And even if you break down, right, trying to resist that emotion from processing, it's going to come out in destructive ways, right? Because it's going to lead you to vices. Sitting there and allowing yourself to break down, it releases the emotion. There's actually healing there when you can acknowledge and release it. Then part 2, right? That's part 1. Part 2 of it is then you got to go and journal this shit. You got to sit there and write down and acknowledge, hey, I often feel anxious when this type of a trigger happens. This type of a situation happens to me and it leads to me feeling anxious. This type of feeling doesn't work for me anymore. You can have control over this, but you got to write it down. You can't just tell yourself this shit. It doesn't work. It's not as powerful. It's not as transformational when you just try and process everything in your fucking brain. You got to write it down to organize it, to make it important, to really give it focus and aim, and to transcend how it controls you. But when you write this shit down, right, man, I really felt anxious today. And I realized that the triggers were these 3 things. I choose to, this feeling doesn't work for me anymore. Feeling anxious when these things happen doesn't work for me. It doesn't leave me feeling good. It doesn't leave me in a place where I can perform and continue thriving in the situation. When these types of triggers happen, I'd much rather feel this way. Right? I'd much rather be cautious and optimistic than being in a state of peril and worry. And you can continue to build on that and redefine how you respond to these situations that hit you out of nowhere. But, you continue to perpetuate the negative responses to your life circumstances. And I hope that that's making sense to you guys, because that's what was on my mind today. I hope you go out there and have fun. I hope you're enjoying your independence, even though you're still voting for these fucking criminals. Show me one fucking politician that's not a criminal. Please tell me that you truly believe that politicians in this day and age got your best interest. They got your back. They're going to fight for your cause. They're going to make a difference. They're out for justice for you. All your problems, they going to solve. They ain't gonna solve shit. They making things worse. They are the problem. So I don't know what independence means to you, right? You just want to be independent to fucking watch the tube and eat junk food all day, watch motherfuckers work. Good. If that's what independence means to you, fine, right? That's the cool thing about independence. That's the beautiful thing about this country. The freedoms we have is you got the freedom to fuck off. And you got the freedom to fucking thrive through life. You got the freedom to build a fucking empire. You got the freedom to fucking redefine who you are, right? From this point forward, you can change your whole fucking story about your life. You can't change what's happened, but you can give an empowering meaning that's going to fucking lead to you and your success, right? I believe in you. I care about you. I love you guys. I appreciate you that keep showing up here and listening to this message as I march towards my 10-year fucking anniversary of choosing to say no more to fucking alcohol. No more. We're done. I can't take this shit. I know I'm a better fucking person than that. I know I'm a better person than that. And I know that that is not who I am, right? That person is long gone. And I continue to distance myself from that each and every day. And you can too. And it starts today. If you find yourself in a less than best situation, it starts today. Move a little bit in the positive direction you want to go every single day. You don't think that adds up? You don't think that if you saved a fucking $1 every day for 10 years, how much money would that be? $1 a day don't seem like a lot. It sounds like a stupid infomercial in the fucking 3 o'clock in the morning back in my days. But again, that is the proof, right? A little at a time, it adds up. It compounds itself, right? And then you'll have something that you can then invest, right? But it's truly investing time, energy, effort in yourself, believing in yourself. But it starts with what? Getting fucking honest, right? Some of y'all don't have emotional regulation. You are controlled by information. You guys get broke down by information that is not even directly connected to you. You just hear it, you see it, and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking melt down. When at the end of the day, it's all psychological. Why aren't you getting some help? Therapy fucking helps me. I still go twice a week, motherfuckers. 2 times a week, right? It is what it is. I enjoy it. I enjoy the conversations. I enjoy someone that can be honest with me, that has a like a literally a neutral perspective on my life, right? That supports me, but is willing to hold me accountable. There's a lot of motherfuckers that you have in your life. They're miserable too. They're playing a fucking role. They're playing a character, and they're not always gonna be honest with you, especially when you're going through some shit, because it triggers their shit, right? And we know misery loves company. So if you're in fucking misery, if you're in a miserable state of mind, look around. You probably got a lot of miserable motherfuckers around you. You know the drill. If you want to change shit up, you got to change you, right? And it starts right now. I believe in you. Have a fucking great day. Go figure out if you still got independence. I doubt it, but I still think it's possible. Free your fucking mind. That's how you fucking get your independence back. You know the drill.